Hi, I'm Holly Hall, the Curriculum Support Specialist for the Science Penguin. Are you a Texas teacher who is wondering about some of the changes to 5th grade science this year? In this video, we'll talk about changes to the TEKS, go over science and engineering practices, recurring themes and concepts, and show what Science Penguin has done to address these changes. First, let's take a look at what's out in the 5th grade TEKS. Topics you will no longer see include comparing energy forms, differentiating between weather and climate, identifying and comparing physical characteristics of the sun, earth, and moon, identifying fossils as evidence of past organisms and environments, and learning about inherited versus acquired physical traits. Next, here's what's now included in the 5th grade TEKS as brand new topics. The new 5.6D explains that matter is made of particles too small to be seen. The new 5.7A has students investigating equal and unequal forces that cause patterns of motion and a transfer of energy. And the new 5.8A has students investigating the transformation of energy forms in systems. There are also some tweaks to existing TEKS that you should take note of. In 5.6C, about analyzing solutions, it now includes that matter is conserved in solutions. 5.8C, about light, now includes reflection, refraction, and absorption has been added. 5.12a, about ecosystem interactions, now uses the terms biotic and abiotic instead of living and non-living. 5.12b, about food webs, the focus is now about predicting how changes affect the cycling of matter and the flow of energy. 5.13a, about structures and functions, now focuses on analyzing those adaptations of different species in the same environment, not different environments. And 5.13b, about traits, now focuses on instinctual and learned behavioral traits and how they increase chances of survival. You'll also notice that at the beginning of the TEKS, many are listed as SEPs, or Science and Engineering Practices. These refer to skills like asking questions, planning and conducting investigations, explaining phenomena with tools and models, utilizing scientific models of investigation, and identifying problems and designing solutions with tools and models. There are also TEKS that are referred to as recurring themes and concepts, or RTCs. These are similar across grade levels and involve skills like identifying patterns, identifying cause and effect relationships, developing models, investigating systems, explaining factors of stability and change, explaining structures and functions, and using scale, proportion, and quantity. You may have heard that the 24-25 year is a transition year. This means that the STAR test will look a little bit different this year. It will include a larger focus on tested TEKS from 3rd and 4th grade that weren't taught in those grades. So a little more review on those previous concepts will be needed this year, even though they aren't technically in the 5th grade TEKS anymore. So, what updates can you expect from the Science Penguin to address these changes? Let's take a look at some things you can utilize in your classroom when you're teaching these TEKS. We'll take a look at spiral review, assessment options, phenomena-based units, simple STEM, slides and notes, test prep task cards, and STAR resources. All of these have been updated to reflect changes in the new TEKS. Our spiral review can keep content fresh for students. There are 30 weeks of review with 4 questions per week, and 12 topics are revisited throughout the year. These are digital or printable. We have several assessment options. Our TEKS-based assessments are digital or printable and have 4 STAR-like questions per TEK with accompanying study guides for your students that show the need-to-know information for each TEK. Our vocabulary quizzes have 10 questions per TEK and are also digital or printable. We also have short constructed response practice questions that are digital. They could be used as an assessment as well. We've created phenomena-based units to cover many of the topics in 5th grade. These TEKS-aligned units center around a central question. Through a 5-day journey, classes use the 5E model to answer questions with solid claims backed by evidence and reasoning. Hands-on investigations, notebooking, and model building occur along the way. We've also created many simple STEM activities that align to the 5th grade TEKS. These are multi-day, hands-on projects that utilize many of the science and engineering practices and recurring themes and concepts while further investigating science content. Your students will love the hands-on aspect of Simple STEM. We've updated many of the topics in our slides and notes and added new sets to reflect changes in the TEKS. These are great for presenting content to students, and they're differentiated for your student needs. We've updated all of our test prep task card sets to reflect TEK changes, and we've added several new sets, including some that review 3rd and 4th grade TEKS. These are great for STAR-like practice, and you can use them in a variety of gamified ways in the classroom. We've also updated our STAR resources to help you as you prep for standardized testing. Some of these include test prep scenarios, 5th grade review, STAR activity board, and the STAR study folder. They've all been refreshed to reflect changes in the new TEKS. In this video, we discussed changes to the new TEKS and how our Science Penguin resources have been adjusted to reflect those changes. If you've downloaded anything from TPT in the past that's been updated, simply re-download to get the new changes. We hope these updates are helpful as you utilize our resources for this new year. Thanks for watching.